Why am I getting this hum? A question for the radio repair gurus out there, mainly Cassettemaster and Maxxarcade. I'm shouting you out. I'm talking to you guys. Tell me, why am I getting this sound from this crappy radio? The radio in question, a very shitty Lenoxx BSR turntable, 70s AM FM stereo receiver, phase lock loop. I took it all apart to clean the heads on the 8-track player and on the cassette recorder, and I fixed the door because the door spring came loose and it was not popping open. And I have to say, at the very least, I'm impressed with myself just on that alone, because these stupid spring-loaded doors are impossible to fix. And I fixed it. Yay! And I just used this to play 78s. But anyway, I have it connected instead of with speakers. There's no out on it. There's just these speaker outputs, which are these annoying RCA jacks that suck on every piece of gear. Anyway, I have these going into a Marantz 1030. Now, Mr. Maxxarcade, I know you have experience with the Marantz 1030. Every channel on this Marantz 1030 is fine. I have this tape deck going to it, no hum at all. I have my PS1 going to it for CDs, absolutely no hum on that. And I have my Behringer, when it is not in pieces, going to the aux. I have this going to the tape in, and this is the sound I get. You hear that? Coming out of the speakers. Why is that? Can you help me? I have no idea what happened here. It's on everything. It's on the radio, it's on the phono. I tried cleaning everything. I think it's a ground loop. I messed with the ground. This is green cable here. I tried grounding the chassis of the 1030 to here. Nothing. Do I need to get a power converter, whatever, power isolation thing? What is that sound, and how do I get rid of it? One of you guys has got to know. When the volume is all the way down, you could hear, hopefully in the speakers, actually it might be in this speaker only. What is that? What is that hum? First, I'd like to thank Mr. Maxxarcade for all the help. This video is dedicated to you. I believe you are correct that it is probably a bad filter cap. I am new at this, so I'm just learning what all this stuff does. I'm going to show you, well, firstly, it is a Lenoxx SL 604. I don't think I could find a manual for this. I looked online and I didn't come up with much, but maybe you know where I could get one. Let me show you where I think the main filter cap is. Okay. This here is the power supply, right? I believe. And these two red wires go here. And this black wire goes here. And that is the, on the other side of it is the biggest cap that I could see. There was another cap in there It's on the other side of this board that looked sort of leaky to me. Could be that as well. I might change out both of them. But I'm scared because I just learned from YouTube that you have to discharge capacitors, and if you touch one that's like, I doubt there's one that's 200 volts in this radio, but I don't want to die. Anyway, I'm going to try this, but I want to be sure. I'm also having a problem with the tape. I'm getting an issue. The left channel has got like tons of noise in it. I cleaned the heads. The belts are good. I even fixed a little annoying spring door. So I'm getting some noise from there. I'm getting... The 8-track's pretty decent after cleaning the heads. But I'm getting a little noise from there, so that it might be a bad capacitor there as well. The other thing that I'd like to do is I really would love to change out these annoying pots, because see if I can get one to come flying off, because they're like spring loaded and they like fly off like that and they just suck. I can't stand them, you know. I know this is like ridiculous to like try and go crazy and mod the hell out of this thing, but I kind of want to, you know. I want to make this thing sound better than it was ever supposed to. I mean, I don't know if I could put like a bigger power transformer in it, or just like, how would you mod this to make it sound like ridiculously better than it was ever supposed to sound? You know, BSR turntable and all. Just, I mean, it's obviously, this is a 1970s piece of crap, but for some reason I'm attached to it and I want to make it sound amazing, so, or the best it could sound. So my question to you, Mr. Maxxarcade, beyond what you've already helped me with, because I do believe it is what you say, is how would you mod this to make it 10 times better than it's supposed to be? Okay, I figured out the amount of capacitors in this unit as far as my limited knowledge of capacitors can tell. There is 18 capacitors on the 8-track board, and these are what they look like. Damn, this thing doesn't really zoom all that well, but see if I can get one on the side there. And there is 17 capacitors on the tape board. With a very big one back there. And as I was saying, the cassette, the right, I think it's the right channel, is totally just white noise. I don't know, nothing looks like obviously blown to my eye in terms of capacitors, but something has to be going wrong. And also I have a question about the tape board. See, there's all these markings and holes there for resistors and capacitors, but there's nothing on that side. It's just sort of soldered over. I don't know if that's like connected, or I'm just wondering like why that is. Can I expand this and put more capacitors? What's the best capacitors I could get to replace all these caps? Should I replace all the caps? You know, probably typical noob questions, but I kind of want to use this as a machine to learn on, so, because it's not that important, but and these are all the capacitors on the main board, and that one right there is the one that I was pointing to. That black one and that blue one is the one, I think, the two that are the filter caps. I don't know, but I think they are. There is 20 capacitors in total. From what I could tell, I guess there's more because I didn't really count the disc style capacitors, but the Electrolux, is that how you say it? Electrolux, whatever the hell they're called, the round ones, there's 20. I didn't count the disc style, and I didn't count the other style, like that green one there. But I did learn the difference, so that's sort of an achievement, learning experience or whatever. So I am learning something from this shitty machine after all. Should I replace all of these capacitors? If so, what's the best brand? Where should I go? Is there an online website I could go to, like, find all the sizes I need and buy bags of each and etc.? I'm excited. I don't mind changing all of these. It seems like it would be a lot of work, but I think it will be worth it and definitely a learning experience. So anyway, let me know. Thanks for all your help. Look forward to more of your videos and more of your help. So thanks.